quick. Go with the Desert Eagle here. This is the stainless 357 Mark VII. So, main points to lubricate, as we saw on the thread, bolt there, and then the barrel itself, as that basically just rotates into there. You'll get a lot that will stick right there because it's either too dirty, not lubricated enough, or both. So we're going to go ahead and take it down. The button, barrel pops out, slide assembly comes off. I usually just pop the spring off, give it a good once over, stick it back in there, but you're going to have a whole lot of carbon and all sorts of crap right here, as that's where this bleeds off at. So just a normal bore brush, scrape that crap off, you'll be fine. You don't really need to do much with this. Just clean the barrel. Make sure you get in here especially. They make the chamber brushes for the AR-15. That works the best to get all that crap out of there. Next we will need a pin. I am going to steal there. Take your pin and you want to remove this firing pin plate. Make sure you keep your finger over the firing pin so it does not hit you in the eyeball or hit somebody else or you lose it. So now that it's loose, remove that piece. Firing pin and spring comes out. That will only go back in one way. Next, you want to remove the cam locking piece that holds in the bolt. Once you depress the bolt, give it a light little pop, it'll just fall right out, right into your hand. And then this will slide right out with the spring. And that's it. You can see right through the slide. Clean that real good. The piston on the 357 model is pinned. They do that so that you don't stick it in a 44 Magnum and have a bad day. I would always replace that stupid plastic spring. I wouldn't even call it a spring, more like a smush point. I like an actual spring, it works better. That's it. Lubricate these pieces, stick them back in reverse order. You want to start with the locking piece and the spring assembly. They are both curved on one end because that sits up against the curved part of the bolt. So always stick the bolt in partially with the extractor facing at 3 o'clock. Stick the assembly in the proper way into the channel, and then it all just falls into place. Once you find that sweet spot, if you don't stick that piece in there first and let it go down all the way, that little piece right there at the bottom will hang up. So go ahead and put your bolt all the way in there, then turn it to 3 o'clock, then drop it in place. Stick that in there. All right, now that, come on glove, there we go. Now that that's locked, go ahead and take our piece for the bolt lock, and you can see clearly through here on whether or not the piece is going to fit or not. And so right there's the sweet spot. So it'll only go in one way. So once you find that place, it will either go in or it won't. So let's see here. There it is. Boom. And so you can test it to make sure it's in there by just giving it a quick rotate test. Next, firing pin and spring. Always put the firing pin with the round side up. Any other way, it's not going to go in there. Do not force it in that way either. You're going to break something. Put your pin retainer piece back in there. It clicks. Test it one more time by pushing that. Good to go. Use the oil, spray it right there. Stick it back on there. You know you got the spring right or wrong if it won't go back. Mine goes back, so it's right. Put the barrel in the place where it goes. Lock. Boom, you're done. Very simple. Lubricate, lubricate, and clean. It'll always work.